Alistair, a great development announced today with Gerald Metals, with the first sales and purchase agreement for rare earths concentrate from Kangankundi and a financing facility to being negotiated as well. Could you just tell us a bit about Gerald and what they bring to Lindian?
Well, Gerald, I think the important acronyms here are an independent and employee-owned trading house. They're one of the world's largest independent employee-owned trading houses. What does that mean? Independence is a big part of us actually starting this project and saying we're not aligned with any particular party at this point in time. Independence means we are independent. The project is independent, and the sale of an offtake agreement is to an independent group who have got the largest capacity for an individual employee-owned organisation. I guess the other bit is employee-owned. And what does that mean? Well, if I own part of Gerald, I'd make sure I do my due diligence correctly and make sure I'm going into a position in a sales and offtake agreement, which is the least risk. And I think that's another big aspect of this project, is that this group have determined that this is a great project. We're going to keep it independent. It's low risk, and we're going to sell monazite concentrate. What do they bring to Lindian? Well, here we are talking about all our resource development plans. We're talking about our project development plans. Fascinating. We're going to produce monazite concentrate. This is a key aspect of it. It's now revenue. And that's a really big milestone for this organisation and the project.
So this agreement is for the stage one plant for approximately 40% of the concentrate that will be produced. How are discussions advancing with other potential off-takers?
That's right. So we've still got 60% of our concentrate still available for sale, and we're exploring other opportunities at the moment. So we're hoping that they will precipitate in the near term. It's progressing successfully and in a time frame which we're comfortable with.
You're also in early discussions with the US government about Kangankundi's expanded development. Could you just tell us about the US interest in the project and what's their presence in Malawi like?
Well, US actually have an embassy in Malawi, so they have a big presence within Malawi itself. So it highlights the importance of that nation to the US government. The discussions with the US government revolve around, okay, this is stage one, and this is a 40% offtake agreement. We're saying this is a pathway to production in the least capital cost, most efficient mechanism by which we can optimize the plant. What happens next? We've always said there's going to be a stage two. So what does stage two look like? You've got to now put the whole supply chain together. So where is that product going to go? What's going to happen to it? So the strategic aspect here is this is a project which is independent at the moment, which has the capacity to expand significantly with a mine life of many, many decades. And therefore, it allows a whole new different dimension of business planning and business development that's never been seen in the industry before. So this discussion with the US government will be about how we actually step into stage two and how this becomes a real elixir to an independent supply chain.
And just to finish off, Alistair, how's project development activities going on ground at Kangankundi?
Very successfully. So we announced that we've in our stage 3 resource definition stage, which is about infilling some of the drill holes to take a portion of the resource into an indicated resource category. We've well advanced with our engineering project development design programs, and the engineering team are putting together paperwork for tenders of interest for the supply of equipment and materials and construction. So I would expect you'll see a significant amount of news flow coming between now and December, along with the fact that we've done those 2 deep diamond drill holes into the project. There was one 854 metres at 2.73, another 1,000 metres at 2.6, of which there was 805 metres at 2.9. So the guys will put an exploration target range below the MRE, and that will come out in the very near term as well. So this is now positioning itself to being the greatest rare earth project in the world, with dimensions and capability to expand short-term production, cash flow for the shareholders' perspective, stepping into what will become strategically important for development of the rare earth industry. So we are now at the very start of a great phase within this organisation.